I'm gonna try and not edit this video as much as possible. So maybe like about, I don't know, 30 edits instead of like 100. So I am in my cousin's house right now, and I'm here alone because she is at work. I'm just taking opportunity from this beautiful natural sunlight. I never see the light of day unless I'm at work, and even then I'm inside because as my friends and family know, I live in a basement right now. So yeah, but I'm not used to having any kind of house by myself or to myself, so this is a little different, and it's not my own house, so it's kind of cool. So I was talking with Sabrina about how it's a little weird being here by myself, and it kind of feels like I have my own apartment, and that's cool. But I got this little feeling of, I don't know, not loneliness, but kind of like, oh my god, this is what it would feel like if I lived by myself. And it was kind of awkward. I was telling her, like, as I was leaving, I wanted to go to the mall around here while she was gone and just, I don't know, just keep myself busy. And so I went to the mall and I ran a couple errands and stuff, and as I was leaving, I kind of felt like there was something missing, something, either that, I don't know if you get like that feeling that if you're like missing a bag or something like that. Like, I felt like I was missing something, and I don't know, I guess it was another person being with me. I don't know. It was a little strange, just like taking my bag, leaving the house, not saying bye to anybody, and just doing what I gotta do. So it was cool, but it was weird. I don't know. I'm sure I'll get used to it though, because I'm really sick of living at home. So I don't know. I was really hoping by the end of the year, but it's just like I feel like everything happens so fast. Like, just the year just goes by so fast. Like, I don't even know where the time goes. So it's like I can plan for to move out, like, you know, in later on this year and stuff, but it's already like almost 6 months in. So, you know, it's almost June, and then it's like, okay, so I only have 6 more months to save up and stuff. And I've been talking with mom about just like planning for life, I guess. And it's just like, it's not as simple. Well, it doesn't even sound simple, but it's even harder than I imagined. And I'm not even in it yet. And it's just because it's almost like I think too much about what to pay for, what, you know, what I would be responsible for. You know, I mean, I think I'm a fairly responsible person. I was talking with my mom about how I think that I would just have to push myself and throw myself into it, because if I don't, I feel like I'm never going to do it. Or I'm going to move out when I'm married, if that happens. So, which I really want to be living on my own, or at least with a roommate or something. Just have like that independence, because I don't want to go from my parents to then living with someone that I have to not answer to, please, not answer to, but to consider, I guess. I mean, you still have to consider a roommate, but I guess not the same way that you would a husband or your parents. Give me like a little taste today what it would be like. So it was cool, but it was a little lonely. Not lonely. Sabrina keeps like checking up on me, like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm fine. I'm not gonna like burn the house down, or I'm not gonna like get kidnapped. Like, I'm okay. So I guess you thought I was gonna be bored too, but I kept myself busy, so that was no big deal. But yeah. Oh, I also noticed that I say a lot, like a lot, like in all my videos. I don't even want to count how many times I've said so yeah. As far as like living alone and that kind of thing, it's I don't know where I'm headed. I don't know, work lately too has been kind of crazy just because there's been some things going on that I really can't elaborate on, but it's serious stuff. And I don't know where I'm gonna be soon. I don't know if I'm gonna be finding another job. I don't know if I'm gonna switch fields completely. Writing is still something that I really, really, really want to do. Teaching is no longer, it's no longer a passion, I guess. I don't know. It's just, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just not a passion of mine anymore. My heart is not in it. Like, and I don't know if it's because I really, really, really love my job right now that it seems like nothing else is appealing to me because I am so involved in my job. Like, my job is my life. I was telling my mom, it's like, it sounds so dramatic, and maybe it's just I'm a little too attached. I don't know, but I feel like my job is who I am. Like, at this point in time. I mean, obviously it's not all of who I am, but my job is like, that is all my life consists of right now, is my job and dedicating my time to it and keeping the business running. And you know, I work in like a pet boarding facility, daycare, grooming, dog walking, all that kind of stuff, in Soho. And it really is very demanding, especially because my boss lives in Texas. So it's really, really all that my life consists of right now, besides my family and, you know, being home and spending time with Amanda when she's home on the weekends and things like that. So besides that, like, it's all about my job, all about my job. And I never thought I would be like that. And, you know, you would think I would have enough money to save up and move out like tomorrow. Trying to, I don't know, just trying to find like my place in everything. And I guess every person goes through this. Every person, you know, every young adult kind of is figuring out what to do with their life, what they want to dedicate their life to, you know, as far as a job and everything. And it's, you know, it's difficult to make decisions that are life changing. And I never thought that I would be where I am right now as far as my job and what I'm doing and graduating school, getting my bachelor's. Like, I never saw that happening. Like, obviously I work towards those things, but now that I've achieved them, it's kind of like, okay, what happens now? And what happens now determines a whole lot. It's a little nerve-wracking, and I really don't know what moves I want to make yet. And I guess it'll just happen naturally. But I'm afraid of being one of those people that's like, oh, I'll let it happen naturally and it'll come to me and stuff. And it's like, yeah, but you're not making the right steps. You're not taking the right steps and making the right choices to get somewhere. Like, you have to get somewhere. You can't just like live like, you know, some type of like, oh, I'm a free spirit and I'll live under a tree for the night and I'll do whatever. Like, I can't be like that. I can't just float on by. And I think there needs to be a good balance, because you should be like that in some senses, just because it'll take away the stress and take away the pressure of everything. But at the same time, I need to know where I'm going. I need to know what exactly is going to happen. Maybe not every single step, but I need to know that I'm making the right choices and not screw up. So yeah, I know that wherever I end up, I know that it's where I'm meant to be, it's where I'm supposed to be. So I try not to freak out about anything. I try to just take it day by day, and just go with it and see what happens. I've stressed out a lot about different things, about work, about school, about moving out, just a whole bunch of things. And even though I'm not exactly where I want to be right now, I know that I'm headed there. And I know that I've accomplished a lot more than I think I give myself credit for. School, college was not easy for me. Just school in general. I've never had such a hard time with anything as much as school. School has been hell for me. And it was like I saw everyone getting things as easily, as easy. I just saw people getting things easier than me, and I never understood why. I never understood why I had to bust my ass to get a C. People, could do whatever. They could just not even study, barely do papers, really just not even try that hard, and they'd get A's or at least a B plus or something. And it just never was that easy for me. I always had to try 250% more than everybody else just to get by. And I feel like I really skimmed through high school. I graduated pretty much by the skin of my teeth with college. So I passed college and I got my diploma, and I made my parents proud, and I made myself proud, and hopefully, I was kind of am an example for Amanda. And she's having a rough time with her first year in college and adjusting to all the work and responsibility. And no one's gonna spoon feed you anything anymore, and she's learning that. So I hope that it's easier for her than it ever was for me, because I would never wish 7 years of college on anybody unless that was your choice. I would never wish that on anybody, because school was hell. But yeah, so I don't really give myself enough credit for the things that I've achieved. Just being where I am with finishing school last year, and achieving everything that comes along with that, and work, and being able to put on my resume that I ran a business completely or almost completely by myself for, right now it's just over a year, but I've been at the same job for over 2 years. So I don't think I give myself enough credit for the things that, I've done and I've accomplished, and I think maybe I should start doing that a little more, because then maybe it'll give me the faith to do something different and to do something more than what I'm doing right now, because I feel so comfortable with where I'm at, and it makes me not want to change. It makes me not want to move from where I am. And I think that if you're not changing, obviously you want to change for the good and not the bad and not worse, but if you're not changing at all and you're just kind of at this just same pace, same day, I feel like my days are so repetitive, and and at some point it gets a little boring. So I feel like if I'm not being challenged as much as I would like to, I'm not really doing a good job at living. And I think I could just be doing a lot more. You know, I want to travel, I want to get my own place, you know, there's just so many things that I want to do. You know, I want to start writing. Like, I would love to write a book. You know, I would just love to do so many things. I'm not like the bravest person in the world, so I'm kind of like learning how to be. And I think this and filming is one of them. I think it's actually something that I'm proud that I'm doing, and like I'm happy that I'm doing it, and I hope I continue doing it, because it's just something that I can look back on. And who knows, maybe even this message to myself, if I see it in the future, will encourage me to do something much bigger than what I already am. I could ramble and ramble and ramble and go on for days and days and days about all this kind of stuff, and I think it's somewhat very general, because I feel like so many people go through the same thing, and it's like you're stuck where you are, and you know, you're not doing anything so fantastic yet, and you know, you want to change the world and you want to do all these things, and it's like, where do I start? Where do I even begin to do all the things that I want to do? So I hope that wherever you guys are, my friends, my family, you know, whoever else is watching this, I hope that you are in a good place, and if you're not, then I hope you have the courage to get to that place and take the steps to get to that place, because hell is paved with good intentions, and they don't matter if you don't put them into action and if you don't make things happen. So I have good intentions for my life, but I am really, really, really gonna try and, you know, make things happen for me. I love you guys. I love my friends. I love my family. I love whoever's watching, and I hope that this video rubs off on you guys and rubs off on me, because I need it. So be strong, guys.
Wake up, gotta get this paper, get this cake up. Gotta do my hair, gotta put on makeup. Gotta act like I care about this fake stuff straight.
There I go. It's really difficult to Staten Island is so weird. Let me not say that too loud because the windows are open. It's scary too. I can't stop with the whatever. That everyone else does too. Because what is wrong with people? I hope I'm trying to film